doing my 75 mile per hour efficiency test. I have the car set at 77 miles per hour just because of that offset in the actual speed. And I wanted to show you a little bit about the efficiency screen here. It shows me the last 30 miles and also the energy usage over the last 30 miles. So I wanted to show that changing directions can make a big difference. So where I changed directions was right here, and now coming back the other way, see, I was getting 2 miles per kilowatt hour, and now I'm getting up around 3, and there's hills and elevation here, but overall I'm curious as to what the whole round trip will be. I think I had a headwind going out, and I'm going on the return portion of the loop now, and it looks like I'm doing a little better, so that should be good. We'll see where I end up, but right now you can see I'm doing 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour, which will give me a total range of about 85 kilowatt hours usable. So like 2.3 times 85, so that's what, 170 plus 10% is 8.5, so about 27 more than that, 26 more. So what was that? Almost 200 miles, sorry, like 196 miles on 100%. So that's not too bad. That's actually comparable to my Tesla sometimes. My Tesla does better efficiency, but has a much smaller battery, so that it'll use less energy, it'll cost less to drive long distance, but the actual range and functionality driving at long distance isn't that different, at least from a technical perspective. As soon as you pull in charging, the superchargers are just much more reliable and solid, and everyone almost has 8 or more stalls. There's a few smaller ones, but not very many. So it's just easier to drive a Tesla right now, but this will change in the next year or two because there's a lot of chargers going in from the NEVI funds from the government, so they're the infrastructure bill. And then there was a total kilowatt hour used too on this screen, which I like. So this one shows I've driven my total distance and I've used 22.7 kilowatt hours. 1% has gone to climate. If you've noticed, I'm on AC. I have it set to a relatively warm 75. And 99% has gone to driving. So I'm not worried about the AC use. It'll be negligible here. So it was just more for comfort because it's 76 degrees and hot in the car. I mean, it'll get hot in the car if I don't have the AC on. So I'll check in with the final numbers in a couple, when I'm wrapping this up. And I'm not going to do a charge with this one because I already did the charge once to show the efficiency of the charging. So I am not going to do that again because it's just, I don't like to charge to 100% if I don't have to. Okay, I'm wrapping up my drive here shortly. So I have completed 87.6 miles. That's actually since I left the house, with 35.1 kilowatt hours. Since I reset the trip, 87.1, so about 0.6 miles less, with 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So going both directions on the highway, I averaged maybe 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour on the way up, 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour on the way back, for a total average of about 2.4. So that's not terrible. It gives me 200 real world range at 76 miles per hour. That's not including overhead, so like maybe 170 miles if I want some margin. So overall it's looking pretty decent, and that's, like I said, that's actually comparable to my Tesla too, so for range. Just my Tesla does it on 65 kilowatt hours or so instead of 85 kilowatt hours. So that's that.